What is a cell? A cell is the smallest, most fundamental unit of any living organism. Just as bricks are the building blocks of a house, cells are the building blocks of all living things, from the smallest bacteria to the largest blue whale. The cell is the structural and functional unit of life. It provides the physical framework for the body. It is the smallest independent unit that makes up the structure of a living being.
To put it simply, the cell is known as the fundamental unit of life because it is the smallest structural level capable of functioning on its own. The cell is the functional unit because it contains all the machinery needed to carry out life's essential chemical reactions independently. Every activity an organism performs is ultimately the result of these individual cells working together. But, who discovered cell? Let's time travel! This is unbelievable! There he is. Right now, he's looking at a thin slice of cork.
Back to it then.
Discovery of cells is closely tied to invention and improvement of the microscope. Robert Hooke was the first to observe cells in 1665. Using a primitive compound microscope, he examined thin cork slices, which are extremely thin sections cut from the outer bark of the cork oak tree, Quercus suber.
He saw honeycomb-like structures and named them cellulae, meaning small chambers, because they reminded him of the small rooms monks lived in.
The term cell is derived from cellulae. Hooke was actually looking at dead plant cell walls. His findings were published in his book, Micrographia. Antonie van Leeuwenhoek was a Dutch tradesman who crafted single-lens microscopes with remarkable magnification, up to 300x.
He observed pond water, scraping from his teeth, and blood, discovering bacteria and protozoa, which he famously called animalcules, or little animals. In 1674, he first observed single-celled organisms, which he termed animalcules, protozoa and algae like Spirogyra, in lake water.
In 1676, he made the first definitive observation of bacteria, using water infused with pepper. In 1677, he discovered spermatozoa from semen samples. In 1683, he examined dental plaque, first to identify and describe the three bacterial shapes: rods, spheres, and spirals. What did this plant, you, and a microscopic amoeba all have in common? Back in the 1830s, science had no clue. In 1838, a German botanist named Matthias Schleiden concluded every single plant is made of cells. A year later, Theodor Schwann proved animals are made of cells too. Together, Schleiden and Schwann formulated the first two core tenets of the cell theory. Living organisms are composed of one or more cells. The cell is the basic unit of structure and organization in organisms. Schleiden and Schwann proposed that cells originate through spontaneous generation called abiogenesis, believing they crystallized out of organic fluids. Rudolf Virchow disproved this in 1855 by declaring omnis cellula e cellula, which means all cells arise from pre-existing cells through cellular division.